This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Eagles of Houston. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Play action now, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Blake. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Prescott looks to throw on first. And his throw is incomplete. Jalen Tolbert to target that time. But it'll be second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
An absolute shutdown game for them. And watching the game film preparing for this one, that people tried to run it against them, nowhere to go. Tried to throw it, couldn't complete anything. An absolute dominating game.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play. That's into the hands of Tolbert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now on to something else. Prescott yet again. Right back to Tolbert. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, Prescott again. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That's dumped off to Pollard. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Prescott now. He's got his target. That's complete. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back take him down. So on 4th down, Prescott off and on his Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here we go. Jack.
They go play action with Richardson, eluding the pressure right. This short throw caught by Goddard. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Prescott off play action. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. A second down throw for Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Morrison. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Cowboys have regained the lead. Aubrey good with the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second half of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Praise Watkins. 37 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On play action, Prescott looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
We are in for a good one as we're through. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Blake. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now they'll change things up. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have yet again retaken the lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans
got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Houston. And even 70 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Good throw completed by Richardson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Now, that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And a 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
And he's in. Touchdown. Great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, we see teams trying to roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. And this offense on third down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Prescott now from the 50. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's to the 15. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick-6, that's the equivalent of what's happening today. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 3rd and 12.
Hey, 47. Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Some touchdowns in the first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first two drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Off play action, Richardson. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. In motion comes the tight end left. Following the interception, here's Prescott, staying on his feet. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Blake. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And Prescott is going to change things up here. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had thought every other ball was coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Prescott on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Chris Watkins with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Second down, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Prescott from the gun. That's dumped off to Pollard. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Prescott going to change the play. Second and 9 now. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. In trouble, and he's taken down. Nolan Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him in the year. Third and long for Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. Lamb will go in motion. Prescott on 1st down. That is caught. Schoonmaker. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Incomplete.
The second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Prescott now on second down. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Aubrey now for the point after. And this one's back to an 8-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 14.
Hey, Crash. 65 cash. 65 cash. We can do this on 18 rattle. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now Richardson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play. First down, Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They're not liking the look. They'll change the play. On play action, Prescott. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 55 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Hands it off out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19. I'm going home. Dragon 60. Gotta score right now. Ready?
3rd and long for Richardson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dean. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Well, that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing, Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. To the air again, Prescott. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
March to the end zone is at a momentary roadblock for the incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to go with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Going deep here for Watkins. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Sidney Brown with it. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
65 catch, 65 catch.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Come on, come on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
18 rattlers. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Richardson looking to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll try to run this one into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Prescott. And got his man complete. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott now. Left side to Lamb. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And again, it's Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over that time, but he's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job controlling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game in a moment's notice.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Richardson to throw off play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
When the convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he returns this to the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they are going to score again. Another touchdown as they just added their totals. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I love the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Blake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Prescott yet again. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Prescott to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point right down the middle. This one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking for.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One last shot now for Prescott.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Eagles, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.